Hi, my name is Kirsten Snyder, and this is my teaching philosophy. When it comes to students' needs, they really guide my instruction. It's important to present things in different ways based upon the type of learners that my students are. Some of my students learn by doing, others by observing, and others through inquiry. Finding out what works best for those students can be trial and error at the beginning of the year, and differentiation can be difficult, but it's important to work through it and find out what works best for them in order to ensure they reach their full potential. Building that classroom community is such an important need and really helps them feel like they're able to share their thoughts and their questions without being judged, as shown in the picture on the right. It's important to keep the students up and moving. They don't need to be sitting down and lectured at all day. These first graders are practicing some phonics and some spelling words, moving up and around, trying to figure out the different words. Providing one-on-one instruction whenever possible is crucial in measuring student comprehension and allows you to focus on their needs as an individual student. It also allows you the chance to address any misconception they may have about what you're teaching. In this picture, we are doing double-digit addition using a game. I came in and looked on what the students were doing and needed to provide some extra instruction to a student who wasn't quite sure what to do next. Group work is also great for students to hear their classmates' ideas and learn new ways of thinking. It allows them to present their findings or projects to the class and makes them really take charge of their own learning. But in contrast to that, whole group instruction is also important when learning math facts, but then it's important to follow up with small group instruction, partner work, or individualized instruction. Going back to what I said earlier, keeping it new, fresh, and exciting really keeps them engaged. When it comes to assessment, I love to do informal assessment checks at the end of the school day. It really helps guide my instruction and cater it towards what the students need to focus on and what they just need to simply review. Students in my classroom did a double-digit addition activity for an exit slip that we collected at the end of the day, and we went through and checked it to see which students were understanding it and which students needed a little bit more focus. So during math time the next day, we had stations and we had each group at a different station that was focusing on something that they really needed to work on. And walking around and checking in on those groups and checking in on those students is also a great way to monitor their progress and to keep track of where they're at.